Now, another thing I want to talk about is helping you understand the difference between when you're playing guard and you're not playing guard anymore. Now, if you got our other series of videos on our email list, or if you watch the videos on the Grapplers guide, I have a video where I talk about the headlights concept, where in front of your headlights, you pretend you're a car. You're a car driving at night, and with the lights of a car, the headlights of a car, they come out to about a 45-degree angle here, and everything is lit up in front of you. But anything past this 45-degree angle, this is darkness back here, right? This isn't lit up anymore. So the headlights area, where you can see, this is your guard playing zone. This is where we're playing the guard. We can go for our guard attacks. We can do our guard retention movements. We can do many things in regards to playing guard from here. But if the person gets past our headlights, they get into this darkness zone here, you are not playing guard anymore. And this is one of the most important things, in my opinion, when it comes to playing open guard and retaining, because it is impossible to have a good open guard without having good guard retention. I don't care what anybody tells you. If they tell you you can have a good open guard and not have to worry about guard retention, it's completely false. Guard retention and open guard they go hand in hand, right? They're brother and sister. They have to be together. So I need to know, when can I retain my guard and when it's no longer an option for me to retain my guard. I talked about this in the transitional escaping videos, right? But I talked about it in a different aspect. I talked about the escaping zone. Now we're actually going to focus on the guard playing zone. So if we're here like this, right? Russ is in front of me. He's in my headlights. He's directly in front of me. He's in the brightest part of my headlights. We are straight up in the guard playing zone. He moves a little bit to his right. So actually go to your right. So here, he is still in my headlights. He might not be in the brightest part of the headlights, but he's still in my headlights. Whether I'm sitting up, right, or I'm down here, he's still in my headlights. If he just comes a little bit close, I could still touch him with this foot here, right? Just by straightening it. I can still touch it. Even if he comes this way a little bit more, I can still touch him with my foot. Right? I can do this easy and touch him with my foot. I can still play my guard. I am playing my guard. However, if we're here and he gets past my hand, he's now in the darkness zone. He is not in my headlights anymore. There's no more brightness here. I'm not playing guard anymore. Look, I cannot touch him with this foot anymore. It's not possible. And this is like an extreme example because he's just standing over me like he's just staring at me here. I can't easily get my foot to him here. I can't do those things. I'm not playing guard anymore. I need you to understand the difference between playing guard and not playing guard. I'm no longer playing guard. I need to escape here. Because if he was on his knees, let's say he was on his knees, right? And let's go back. Let's go back in front. He's on his knees. Same thing. He's in front of me. He goes a little bit to his left. Same thing. Get on, stay on your knees. Stay close. Here. Still in front of me, right? I can do all this stuff. Boom. Recover. But now when he gets more, he's on his knees. And look, it's so much harder. And if he were to come closer to me, I can't do these things easy. I can't. It's not easy for me to do it. I have to do shrimping motions for me to deal with this. I have to possibly belly down and escape. I have to now do escaping movements for me to deal with that. So once they get past your headlights, you are not playing guard anymore. And this is a concept that honestly people don't teach. I'm not even going to say people don't teach enough. Excuse me. People do not teach this concept. There are some people who do teach it, right? But I think it's few and far between. I've never experienced anybody teaching this. I haven't even experienced anybody teaching this online. They might do it, especially now with the craze of conceptual jiu-jitsu. Like I've been teaching this for a long time. If you've been on the Grapplers guide, there's been videos about this for a very, very long time. I'm not saying this to like impress you. I'm saying it to impress upon you the fact that this is something you need to focus on. You need to understand the difference between playing guard and not playing guard. All right? If we're here like this, and I have my position, and things are just not good, I don't have good control of his hand or whatever, and he goes to pass, well, I'm still. He didn't make it to my darkness zone yet. He didn't make it to escape zone, but if he keeps going, here's go pass. Oh, this is not. That's hard. That's hard for me to work. Now, inverting, right? Inverting is a little bit different. If I can invert before he comes down low, and I'm like this, he's technically still in front of me. He's still technically in front of me, but ideally I need to invert before he gets past my headlights. And why I'm saying that is because any good guard passer, right, when they go to pass your guard, they're not just gonna like, once they get to the side here, they're not gonna have a ton of space. So once they're in my darkness zone here, my escaping zone, they're not just gonna have all this space to where I can easily invert. Usually inverting happens in the transition of them going from the your guard playing zone to your escaping zone, right? So he's passing. I'll be inverting at this point, possibly even sooner, right? So the inversion is usually a transition movement. He's transitioning into my escaping zone, and I'm inverting at that point. I'm usually not inverting by the time he gets over here. Once he gets over here, I need to be escaping. I need to do escaping movements. This is extremely important. I don't care what guard pass they're doing. If we're here like this, and this, applying all the other concepts, applying controlling at least one arm, applying attacking them, having an attacking mindset on here is going to help you keep them in your headlights. It's going to help you keep them in the guard playing zone. So when he goes to play, well, I can still keep working. He's in my headlights. He's still in my headlights. I'm good. He's still in my headlights. I lose the grip. He's passing. He's not in my headlights anymore. I need to do escaping movements. I need to understand he was not in my headlights anymore. He was getting past. So notice how I went to kind of like turtle out, attack his legs. That's not a guard retention movement. That's an escaping type of movement to basically say, I'm not playing guard anymore. I need to abort and I need to do something else. I can go on this. I can go on and on and on. I can teach a seminar about this for like 3 hours and show you so many different examples. Hey, maybe the next seminar I teach just might be on the headlights concept. But the fact of the matter is, the point is just to get the idea in your brain. If you're on the Grapplers guide, watch the other videos where I talk about this too, because there are other videos talking about this. For those who are on the email list, focus on this concept. Here is guard playing zone. Anything past this is escaping zone. Here, anything past here, it's escape. I'm escaping. Guard playing is me doing all my regular guard stuff and then guard retention movements. Scooting here. Scooting is a guard retention movement, not shrimping. So I can scoot to still play guard, do crazy leg movements. I can do these crazy leg movements here in my guard playing zone. I can do inversions in my guard playing zone. That's guard playing zone stuff. Escaping is shrimping here, bridging, framing underneath. Those are escaping type of situations when they're in the escaping zone. Shrimping and scooting are different. I don't believe people should be shrimping to retain their guard. I believe it's going to basically get your guard passed. But if you want more information on that, check it out on the Grapplers Guide. If you're not a Grapplers Guide member, join the Grapplers Guide. You can watch the video on that as well. So hopefully this helps you out. I believe it really will if you focus on this concept. It's helped me out a ton. I know it's helped out lots of other people. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, send me an email or post below. Peace.